On the 26th of June, 1970, it was just getting dark when the nighttime stillness was rent by a deafening explosion. 15-year-old John McCool was in the family sitting room at the time. I just heard boom. I heard screams and I saw a flash coming out. It was like a fireball. John's mother, Josie, somehow managed to get him, his brother Kieran, and sister Sinead out of the house. I remember my mother grabbing Sinead and us all running out into the street. The smoke was billowing out of the house. John looked back and saw his home going up like a torch. In a moment of total panic, he realised his little sisters, 9-year-old Bernadette and 3-year-old Carol, were still inside, tucked up in bed upstairs. Neighbours had to pull me away because I was trying to get in to reach them. They had to sit in me to hold me down. In truth, there was nothing he could have done. Bernadette was already gone. Carol would die in hospital the next day, even as the doctors and nurses fought to save her young life. An eyewitness told a reporter from the Irish Times that the house was gutted within 3 minutes of the start of the fire. Firemen found the body of their father, Tommy, in the kitchen, along with that of his pal, Joe Coyle. Coyle was still breathing, just, and was rushed to accident and emergency, only to pass away within a few hours. A third man, family friend Tommy Carlin, had been blown into a neighbouring garden. He was badly burned, but alive. The McCools lived in Derry City's Dunree Gardens, on the close-knit Creggan estate, up on the hill overlooking the equally Catholic Bogside, and while the city had been convulsed by unprecedented violence since the previous summer, the horror in Dunree Gardens was at an altogether different level. It could only have been a terrible accident, perhaps a gas leak. 3 days later, Tommy McCool was buried. To the surprise of some, though not many, the married 40-year-old father of 5 was given a paramilitary-style funeral by the organisation that claimed him as one of its own, the Provisional Irish Republican Army, the PIRA. There had been no gas leak, no innocent but tragic house fire. The inquest into the deaths was told that a mass of bomb-making material was recovered in the smouldering ruins. That Friday night, Tommy McCool, Joe Coyle and Tommy Carlin were gathered round the McCool kitchen table, constructing an incendiary device from homemade explosives. But something had gone terribly wrong, and the bomb had prematurely gone off, killing all 3. The bespectacled Carlin would die on the 8th of July, as well as Bernadette and Carol. Tragically, the 2 girls weren't the first children to die in what the world would come to know as the Troubles.